Good morning, Pisces. Let's see what we have for you today. Sun, Moon, Rising. What's going on for the sign of Pisces? As always, these are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. Don't try and make it fit. If it doesn't resonate, then it doesn't resonate. You know, it's maybe a later video will. Here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Pisces. Well, you're trying to walk away from something, or you have walked away. You still feel obligated to somebody, though. Kind of getting, some of you could be carrying a bit of a guilt thing, blaming yourself. Yeah, it's a challenge walking away, though. It could well be for some of you that they walked away from you. There is a fresh start coming. I'm kind of getting, you know, after a parting, that in the past, either they walked away from you or you walked away from them or tried to. And you felt you'd poured enough emotion into a situation and you've separated yourself from it on the physical sense, some of you. For one or two of you, there's a marriage here where the emotion's just gone. You know, long-term connection. Your heart's no longer in it. Now, at the moment, you're trying to physically move away, but there could be obligations to a child, you know, in the work. It could be finalising contracts, letting a contract run out, but whatever, you feel obligated at the moment. And the challenge is, you know, literally making a decision and moving on. Some of you will make this decision and give up the ghost on it and move on, but you know, it's just take a leap of faith. You know, it's a belief in yourself. I'm kind of getting that for a lot of you. You're lacking confidence. It's, you know, the inevitable happened in the past. This was unavoidable. It was always going to happen, simply because the relationship wasn't built on stable ground. If you've been married for a long time, the stability had dropped out of it. You know, when you stop pouring emotion and effort into it, you know, it just crumbles. Slowly but surely, but it just crumbles. For some of you, this was quite an abrupt separation. There was questions unanswered. A lot of you are doing a lot of self-introspection. Some of you are actually beginning to realise where your true destiny lies, where you fit in the world and who and where you actually want to be. But one thing's for sure, it's not where you're at now. You know, even if you're walking away from something, you don't necessarily have to walk away from something physically, but you've dropped the emotion. You know, I am getting unexpected messages coming in. This person who you're dealing with is kind of erratic in the sense that they love their freedom, they're free-spirited, and they like to control their own destiny. This person possibly doesn't believe in the fates, tarot or anything like that. They believe they have full control. I'm getting for one or two of you sudden messages come in which could lead you to do something impulsive and make a very, very snap decision, and literally to travel, because there is travel here. There's relocation. I'm kind of getting this message, or this event that takes place will be like the straw that broke the camel's back, as we would say in the UK. You know, metaphorically, you've loaded that camel with such a heavy weight it can barely walk, and then you just put something else on and the legs go. That's it. You're going to face adversity. I feel here there's somebody around you who will be jealous, and that jealous will manifest with anger. But there's just too much conflict for you. You just want to step out of it. You're kind of tired of metaphorically banging your head up against a brick wall. You know, you've tried to make it work. You've put your best effort in and it's not worked. It's basically you're swimming against a fast flowing river of life and life and the universe wants you to go in a different direction. Let's see what else we've got. Yeah, there's a marriage here for some of you. Legal issues are also need to be sorted, and that's part of what's holding some of you back. As I say, in work, you could be waiting for a contract to run out. But either way, you know, there's circumstances not allowing you to make your move yet, although you want to make your move. You know, the person, there's a lot of contemplation going on. The person you're dealing with is reevaluating their life as well. And they're finding it a challenge because it kind of, their intuition and their feelings are telling them something against their logic, against their, you know, what their brain is telling them. So they're in kind of conflict, they are. Going forward, I feel there is some karma here to be sorted, and, you know, life is coming full circle. You know, you could have been married, separated, and the person you were married to, you've lived apart for a long while, and now they want to come back. Somebody here has realised a mistake, but they're very, very cautious. Like I say, somebody here around you, exterior to you, is been doing a lot of contemplating. Could be the father of the child, could be a father of a child. You know, they want to come back because they want to see the child or whatever. But yeah, there is the reappearance of somebody. Your energy is one of revelation, protection of yourself and the child if involved. There's something new coming in from you. You want to follow that route. You're coming into a much happier phase in your life. You've got your own power back. You see, in the past, I feel you loved too much. You know, this Empress, wonderful card, but it's double-edged. You can open up to somebody too much. But there were certainly revelations that came to light. Now, perhaps the person you were dealing with was seeing somebody else. Whatever the situation, you know, it was quite abrupt changes. But the situation is that the whole connection situation was not on stable ground. You know, forgiveness is certainly a challenge to you. There is a new opportunity, as I say, coming in. You don't want to repeat past cycles. And some of you are very edgy around this new person because you automatically assume that they're going to be like the last experience. The biggest thing here is to forgive yourself. You know, we get ourselves into situations, it seems like a good idea at the time or circumstances dictate it, but for whatever reason, you have to learn to forgive yourself. You're human. You know, we're not in full control of everything. We like to think we are, but we're not. And as I say, there's like a wheel of fortune going on here because you've got 2 5s in the majors. That's 10. That's the wheel of fortune. There is some changes. You are going to meet with some conflict, some opposition. If there's a child involved, they might, you know, need time to adapt. But either way, there's going to be a lot of re-invoking of emotions and all sorts of feelings, and your intuition's going to be talking to you. Memories are going to come back, both good and bad. But with this, you know, it's kind of like clearing the way because you're coming into the next phase of your life. Thanks very much for watching. Bye-bye for now.